Welcome back, government students. I hope everyone had a nice weekend. We are going to be picking up with the second part of the assessment that you guys began on Friday, which is focused on using the Living Room Candidate website. So, just a reminder on Friday, you guys selected a specific presidential election year. Then you gave some background information on kind of the current events or topics surrounding that election. And then you selected two advertisements from both the Democratic and Republican candidates. So, exam 1A, which you did on Friday, should be that brainstorming tool where you are summarizing and discussing the tone and emotion of those ads. And then today, what you're going to be doing is using that information to help you craft and write a written response. So I'm going to pull up the document first, just so that we can go through what the expectations are, and then I'll go through some reminders with you. So the written response says instructions. Using the information collected from your planning sheet, you'll respond to all essential questions below. They are outlined in a paragraph format for you. To earn full credit for each section, each question must be answered with relevant information from your research. So I have given you the four different paragraphs that you're required to write about. You'll see paragraph 1 is focused on an introduction. Then you have these task bullets below. So all of those task bullets must be answered within paragraph 1. Okay, and these task bullets are a combination of information drawn from your brainstorming slash research document you completed on Friday. And then you'll see some of the other questions are more focused on your opinion. Okay, so if you did what you were supposed to do on Friday, you really have the means to write this response. So paragraph 1 is the introduction. Paragraph 2, you're focusing on the Democratic candidates' advertisements. You're summarizing those advertisements. You're explaining how these ads use emotion to persuade the viewer. And then why do you think the candidate has chosen those emotions? And then we're looking at really the content of the messages. Are they focused on an issue, event, or a person? And then why, once again, do you think the candidate has focused on these things? All right, you're doing the same thing in paragraph 3 for the Republican advertisements. And then in paragraph 4, it's kind of more of a summary paragraph slash your opinion and your views on the advertisements and messages you saw. So once again, this is your kind of analysis of those advertisements. I want you to take a side, make a clear argument for who you believe has more effective advertisements and why. One of the things you'll keep seeing on this assignment is this question of why. Why is an advertisement using the emotion it is using? Why do you think the candidate is focusing on a specific issue? Why do you think something is effective? I want to hear not just where you stand, but your reasoning as well. Okay, and you'll see that when you get the document, this is where you'll actually be writing the response. So everything will be in there. So reminders and expectations. Okay, so when you're being graded for this, this is really what is going to be the focus. So the grading part 1, all parts of the task are answered. So everything that you're being asked to do here should be answered in your response. Also, bullet 2, organization of your response, grammar, and spelling. Okay, once you write a paragraph, proofread it. Read it out loud. If a sentence doesn't make sense when you read it out loud, go back, check the grammar, check the organization of the sentences, and make some tweaks. Number 3 is a big one, and this is something that I've been emphasizing a lot this year with you guys. We need to make sure the writing is a narrative, okay? And what I mean by that is I want you guys to tell a story. Okay, what we see a lot of the time so far this year is that you guys are just answering aspects of each paragraph. So, for example, you're just answering the bullets in a sentence, then going to the next bullet, answering that in a sentence, going to the next bullet. And there's no real storytelling. It reads almost like a list. So, what we want is a story. What we want to avoid is like a list of answers. Okay, that's what we want to avoid. And it's something that we have seen. If you have a couple bullets that you're asked to respond to, a lot of students are just answering them back to back to back. There's no storytelling. Okay, so um, try to craft a story using these advertisements as the content of the story. And one way to do that, and one thing that I've been emphasizing also, is using topic sentences and transition words. Okay, so when you're transitioning from going from one bullet to the next, use a transition word to link those sentences. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a link in the assignment with a collection of transition words to help you try to craft a more narrative response. Try to tell a story. So this is really what we're looking at. Also, when we're answering tasks, right, we want to make sure that we're including the content from the website. Okay, are you including information about the videos? Are you including titles? Are you including the true information that those videos um, is sharing? Okay, so this is what we're looking for. It's going to be posted today. As always, I will be on Zoom office hours if you need help. I'm going to have Wednesday as the due date just because this is a written response. I want you guys to take your time a little bit, but you should be using the work from Friday to inform your response. This will be the one of the first grades for marking period 2, so it's important we get off to a strong start and get off on the right foot for marking period 2. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Hope everyone is doing well, and I will talk with you soon.